Hello and welcome to my channel. This game is phenomenal. It's really hard to stop playing this. I'm talking about Elden Ring. I also hope this game will be Game of the Year. I love this game so much. Elden Ring is a fantastic game. There's just something about this game that feels great. Maybe it's the open world, maybe it's the combat, maybe it's the boss fight, maybe it's the massive amount of contents that's solidified in the game, maybe it's the music, or the lore, or the NPCs, or the horse, or the beauty, or the rages and the urge to uninstall the game after it molests you. What doesn't this game have? It's a blessing. From Software is known for their Souls-like games. In the past decade, they have released Dark Souls Trilogy, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Demon's Souls, and finally the amalgamation is here. It's like this game's preparation phase were the previous titles, and now they're perfectly put together by the game devs. As per March 11 of me writing this script, Elden Ring's all-time peak is 952,000, which is an enormous amount of players playing this game. The last From Software game Sekiro and Dark Souls 3's all-time peak was 124,000 and 129,000 respectively. It is safe to say that Dark Souls was a smaller version of Elden Ring. Elden Ring has a gigantic map and it's easy to get lost because there's so many things you can do in this game. Elden Ring is Souls-like, which may or may not cater to gamers who doesn't really like Souls-like game or has not played any Souls-like title. But still a very large amount of players are playing this game because this game does not reinforce you like the previous titles. Also, the number of people who likes or finds open world game interesting is a lot. People who are not interested in a Souls-like game will at least think about giving Elden Ring a try when they'll know Elden Ring is also an open world game. Elden Ring is not Dark Souls. It's much more. It's not Sekiro, it's not Bloodborne, it's bigger than all of those. For instance, Dark Souls felt like if I'm stuck in a boss fight, I should try harder and harder, or I should go level up myself by killing some enemies repetitively because I cannot progress if I'm stuck on this one boss. The paths to do things are narrowed in the Souls games, where Elden Ring is totally different. If you're stuck in a boss fight, you always have options to do something else. If that something is hard too and you get stuck again, no worries. You'll still have a lot of other options and paths to go and enjoy the game because the amount of contents to consume in this game is immense, and finishing this game totally will take a lot of time. At the end of writing this script, I'm 91 hours into the gameplay with my strength built and I just reached the Forbidden Lands, which is a very late game area. There are a lot of items to find which are scattered around the whole map. Ruins, catacombs, Evergels, minor boss fights, dragons, mini-bosses, and even an underground map which I haven't progressed much yet. There's just so much thing you can do and they are not repetitive like games that are made by, what is that company? Oh yeah, Ubisoft. Totally forgot the name. Elden Ring mixes every bits and pieces of other Souls-like games. You can crouch and jump, which was in Sekiro, and stealth is viable now. You have character creation like Dark Souls. You level up from Lost Grace sites similarly to the OG leveling up from bonfires that was in Dark Souls 1. You sometimes get ganked by enemies like Dark Souls 2. You also sometimes get hitboxes like Dark Souls 2. No pun intended. You get epic musics like Dark Souls 3. You get the pizza cutter of Bloodborne, a waifu even though you are maidenless. There are a lot of new things added too. Elden Ring added open world features. It has a cool horse that can double jump. It added annoying stuffs like Scarlet Rot, which I despise a lot. A location that is irritating as fuck, boss that's 5 times bigger than you, and whatnot. There are just so many things in this game. Elden Ring just doesn't feel boring. As a Souls-like game, it's supposed to be hard, and it is hard. But this is what From Software offers us. Realistic difficulty and gameplay that you can only get through by getting gradually better at the game. Dying is a major part, and that is what keeps the player going and flourish as a strong and skillful player. Because that's what matters in Elden Ring, you just keep moving whatever happens for more fun and more content. From Software has done a big move. This release of Elden Ring will draw more players to play the other amazing Souls games they have created. I started my Souls-like journey with Sekiro and then I played all the Dark Souls games and now I'm in Elden Ring killing Raiden. It's been a long journey and I can assure you, every game felt really hard and absolutely amazing at the same time. The previous games were the small parts of Elden Ring, and I have something to say for the players who are new to From Software games, and that is, it is highly recommended you try their other Souls games if you have enjoyed playing Elden Ring. There are some players, especially the new players, who are complaining about some game mechanics because a lot of stuff in From Software games feel tedious. But when I got accustomed to this pure authentic style of rewarding system in these games, I realized why they do what they do. Yes, there is not gonna be any map, there's no direction, there's no quest log. That's just how From Software games are made. Everything is a choice, not a thing that the game developers spoon feed you. You finding items, doing quest lines of NPCs, finding NPCs are not something that the game lets you know deliberately. Well, after the update, they're letting you know, like this is 26th of the March, and I'm recording this right now just to test my mic, just to let you know. But anyways, if that was the case, you'd get half the fun, because you wouldn't have to put in effort. Instead, discovering those yourself, which requires you to explore thoroughly or take help from a guide, is the way to go. When you do that, the item or the quest line you're looking for will feel worth it because you had to work for it. As an example, I have a clip. In this clip, I was just taking some footage of killing some enemies in the gatefront ruins, and suddenly I saw there were this debris levitating, so I went there with Torrent and I kept exploring inside of it, which led me to Nokron, the Eternal City. Nokron is in underground and I didn't know how to reach here, as to do a quest of an NPC, I had to go here. But I didn't use any guide because I didn't want to. I found it myself and it felt worth it. And it was one kind of unexpected happiness to finally reach Nokron, because I've been wanting to reach here from a while ago, and now that I'm finally here, I have discovered a new area myself and I can now progress the NPC questline. This is how From Software games are made. They don't spoon feed you and they don't care if you do or don't do a quest. It's a choice, not a requirement or a clickbait that you see in other games that have a quest log. And that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Peace out.